Hey everybody, this is Heynetboy for ILoveItSpicy.com doing a review for 313 Foodie sauce. This one's out of Michigan, well, I guess like every hot sauce, let's start with the ingredients. And the ingredients on here are printed in very small print, but let me just show you the bottle before I get started. I wrote them on my little cheat sheet here so I can read them. I'll pretend like I'm reading them off the bottle, but I'm not. Cider vinegar, ground tomatoes, which is unpeeled ground tomatoes and extra heavy puree, carrots, Michigan dried cherries, habanero peppers, and salt. And if you notice where the peppers are in the ingredient list, it's second to last, right above salt, which is pretty impressive when I get into the review. But first look at it. It's a very thick sauce with lots of chunks in it. I'm not sure if the chunks are the carrots or if they're from the cherries, or from the peppers. But if you look at that, I mean, it piles up. It doesn't run off anywhere, and it's, I mean, a very beautiful red hot sauce. I did try this on a couple foods, like they had asked us to do. That was really tough to say. I'll give you the list. I tried it on their little smokies that they asked on their website, which, if you do a search for Eatzz, Street Eatzz, E-A-T-Z-Z, 313 Foodie sauce, you look at their site and they have a few recipes out there. They had a little smoky Joe sausage recipe. I did try that. It was really nice. The heat was real subdued, not much there as far as heat goes. The sauce really does give off a little bit of sweetness. Pretty sure that's from the cherries, because that's really the only thing that's in there that's sweet, although some sauces get sweet from the carrots, but I think this was primarily from the dried cherries. I did that recipe. I did it on some pulled pork. Tried a little bit on bacon with my eggs, and that was pretty good. Tried it also on the normal chips, rice, salads, pizza, but mainly this goes better on unseasoned, on hot sauce-ified meats, like I was mentioning, the ham, smoked meats like that, because the sweet in here carries through into the end product, and it really wasn't very good on eggs and the pizza, but there's other hot sauces for that. It is really meant to be an ingredient in a recipe, not a standalone. So keep that in mind if you get it. And first impressions, like I said, is the color is really nice, and I love how thick this is. I don't like my hot sauce running around and pretending it's a wild free-range hot sauce. I like it caged up and held together. You get that cider vinegar, and it is cider. You don't get that white plain vinegar smell. You smell the sweetness from the cider. Taste. This one's real interesting because the taste is sweet initially, and then you get a little bit of the heat on the back of the mouth, not in the throat yet, and that heat does stick around for quite a bit. It's not overly hot, but it's just enough to say, hey, there's some peppers in here, enjoy it. So all in all, I love the looks, I love the texture, I love how thick it is. If you do a lot more cooking, I think this is a sauce that you'd want to have on your shelf at all times. But if you just want a hot sauce that you add to soups or on top of pizza or chips, this is probably a sauce that you don't want for that. Knowing what it is and what it's meant to do, I give this a good 3 flaming hearts in the ILoveItSpicy.com scale. And again, take a look at it online. www.streeteatzz.com, and that's streeteatzz.com. Give it a try, and I would pair this up, and luckily they sent this to me later in the year, so it's near the winter time. It pairs very well with a dark, robust, like winter ale. I'm having one with a Minnesota beer, which I'm not going to divulge, but their winter ale goes really well with this. So there you go. Street Eatzz 313 Foodie sauce. Heynetboy for ILoveItSpicy.com.